Time now for sports news on the news at 10 with Kayode Alayode.
Hello and welcome to Sports News. Egyptian referee Mohamed Ashour will take charge of proceedings when three-time African champions Nigeria and current Africa #1 team Senegal clash in a friendly match in Ismailia on Sunday. He will be assisted by compatriots Mohamed Abdel, Ahmed Salah and Said Abdullah. Both countries have agreed to play the match behind closed doors, with coaches Gernot Rohr and Aliou Cisse using the opportunity to try out different patterns and tactics ahead of the 2019 African Cup of Nations. The Super Eagles play Burundi, Guinea and Madagascar in Group B of the tournament, with Alexandria as venue, while Senegal are up against Algeria, Kenya and Tanzania in Group C, with Cairo as venue. Meanwhile, Senegal coach Aliou Cisse confirmed that his Liverpool forward Sadio Mane is suspended for their opening match at the Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. The 27-year-old will miss the Group C fixture against Tanzania on June the 23rd in Cairo after picking up 2 yellow cards in Senegal's Nations Cup qualifiers. Mane was booked against Equatorial Guinea on November the 17th, 2018, and also cautioned against Madagascar on March the 23rd, 2019. The tournament in Egypt will be Mane's third Nations Cup finals and the second time he will miss Senegal's opening match. He missed the Taranga's Lions opener in the 2015 finals in Equatorial Guinea against Ghana. And Ukraine have emerged FIFA Under-20 World Cup champions for the first time after coming from behind to defeat South Korea 3-1 in the final. Korea struck quickly via a penalty in the 5th minute after a video assistant referee VAR check. The Ukraine poured on pressure as the first half progressed, however, culminating in a 34th minute equalizer. The Ukrainians went in front 8 minutes into the second half before a goal in the 89th minute sealed the match and the championship for them. Ukraine had finished top of a group that contains United States, Nigeria and Qatar before seeing off Panama, Colombia and then Italy on their way to the final.
The Under-20s World Cup of 2019, a golden reward for a golden campaign.
Good luck to Ukraine. And that's it on Sports News. Many thanks for watching. Back to you, Gimba.
Many thanks indeed, Kayode Alayode. In stories outside of Nigeria now, Sudan's chief prosecutor has announced that al-Saud President Omar al-Bashir will be sent for trial soon on corruption charges related to his 3 decades in power. Al-Walid Mahmoud says that the trial referral will be made after a 1-week period for objections expires, adding that criminal cases have been opened against 41 other former officials accused of graft. Bashir had already been charged in May with incitement and involvement in the killings of protesters. Prosecutors also ordered his interrogation on suspicion of money laundering and terrorism financing. The former president was ousted by the military in April following months of protests against his 30-year autocratic rule. More stories. Hong Kong government has suspended its highly controversial plan to allow extradition to mainland China. Chief Executive Carrie Lam had previously refused to scrap the bill despite mass protests from Hong Kong's residents. The government had argued the proposed extradition bill would plug the loopholes and prevent the city from becoming a safe haven for criminals following a murder case in Taiwan. Ms. Lam says that her goal is the greatest interests of Hong Kong, which involves first restoring peace and order.
In a dramatic retreat after widespread anger that sparked violent protest, Hong Kong leader Carrie Lam delays indefinitely a proposed law to allow extraditions to mainland China. The extradition bill, which would cover Hong Kong's 7 million residents, as well as foreign and Chinese nationals in the city, is seen by many as a threat to the rule of law in the former British colony.
After our repeated internal deliberations over the last 2 days, I now announce that the government has decided to suspend the legislative amendment exercise, restart our communication with all sectors of society, do more explanation work, and listen to different views of society. I want to stress that the government is adopting an open mind to heed comprehensively different views in society towards the bill.
And the main news again, the 6th Division of the Nigerian Army today set up a general court-martial to try 3 officers and 11 soldiers for alleged kidnappings and other offences in Rivers State. And that's it on the news at 10 tonight. I want to thank you so much indeed for watching. On behalf of all of us here, have a splendid night, friends. I'm Gimba Umar. Good night.